What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Realms of Metal. We got another special episode for you guys today. We've got Bock from thrash metal band Objector in the house, all the way from Belgium. Thanks for joining us, Bock, man. Good to meet you and talk to you, man. Welcome.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having us and me. Uh, we're just a normal band, local band, so it's really cool that we can do this.
Anytime. It's a real pleasure. And like I was telling you before, like I'm a new fan. I got turned on to your band from Nate at Malevolence Records. He's selling your CDs on his site. And I listened to it before I bought it and I knew I was gonna like it right away. Since I have it, it hasn't left my CD player. It's aggressive, it's heavy, it's fast, it's in your face. It's the soloing reminds me of I thought I was listening to Jeff Henneman and Kerry King. The Now, do you trade off on the solos with Philip? Do you trade off solos or you do all the soloing or how's that work?
Well, we just make noise. That's what we do. That's in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Uh, we do what we do. We like what we do. We only do stuff that we like. Thanks for being a new fan. It's always great to share some of our music the rest of the world because it's a huge world.
Yeah.
No, we do everything by ear. We don't go for oh no, that note is not correct. Well, fuck
Right.
that. We just make noise, and we happen to like the noise we make.
Now, to my ears, it sounds like you guys are heavily influenced by the Bay Area thrash stuff and maybe the old German thrash stuff. Like, what are your influences? Like,
Yeah, it's no surprise that Slayer, Exodus, and Creator, the Destruction, Sodom, those bands we grew up with. I'm a little bit older than Philip, but yeah, we all grew up with those bands. So it's a no-brainer that those are heavily influenced.
yeah,
And also the older rock bands and the older metal bands like Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, and then
yeah,
all sorts of that, Judas Priest.
right.
But when it goes to real playing, then yeah, it's a fast, aggressive, in your face type that we want to play.
What made you want to pick up guitar in the first place? Was it a certain player? Who influenced you? Would you say like I need to pick up a guitar because I want to sound like that guy? Like, what made you want to pick up a guitar?
Well, when I was younger, my father was into music, blues and rock. So I grew up with all those older bands.
Yeah.
And I think my first experience, my father had a guitar. He never played, but he had one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do anything. I just made some noise out of it, just go ping, poing, ping, like that stuff. And but I was mainly introduced into blues, Muddy Waters, the old stuff, and then gradually went on. And then I discovered through my father Jimi Hendrix. So I think that was the first one that really came to mind to say, well, maybe I should do something with that.
No
So and
better.
then obviously creative passed along, and that was also a very much a driving force for me
Right.
to play guitar.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear a lot of creator in that record, Social Intolerance. If you guys don't know, this is what the record cover looks like. So, um, the band formed in what 2007, around there.
Yeah.
Okay. And how'd that come together?
Well, I was looking when I was playing games when I was younger, so I didn't do much with music. But then all of a sudden I changed back. So and I just looked in some local ads on the internet, and then found some guys,
Mhm.
and we started messing about. And then all of a sudden we had a band, we had a few songs, and then yeah, it's like that. It really started. We were going on and off with other members of the band.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until 2012 where we really started to record. That's our first CDs from 2013.
Yep.
So Stand Your Ground, everything was done at home. The drums are computer programmed, so because we couldn't find a suitable drummer.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then we started to do some gigs, and then got a new drummer, and then things really started rolling.
Good. Now, I wanted to ask you about the metal scene in Belgium. When I think of Belgium, two bands come to mind. I think of Aborted, and I think of there was an old thrash band called Cyclone. I don't know if they're still together or not, but I have those two CDs, those two Cyclone CDs, and that's amazing stuff. It really is great, underrated band.
They are back together. So
are they really? Are they doing shows?
Yeah, they're back together. So they are playing a lot of shows. Playing a decent amount of festivals.
Right.
So they're back together, and also there's there's a very, very good scene here in Belgium.
Really?
There is also Belgium is divided into two, Flemish and Wallonian. So I don't know much about Wallonian. There's a huge scene out there as well. But in Flanders we have Evil Invaders. They are also very, very big.
I've heard of them. Yes.
Schizophrenia, Bock. There's a really huge scene. Not only the really heavy stuff, but also the more traditional metal, or the new metal, or whatever you call it. So there are quite a number of bands really doing great.
Great.
A couple of young guys, a couple of old guys, like Cyclone and stuff. So it's going very, very good. But
that's good to hear.
Have problems with venues and all the other stuff that goes on in the world. So.
Right. So tell me about the band now. So it's you, Philip. You got a fellow named Kuba on bass and Ricardo on drums. Tell us how Kuba and Ricardo got into the band.
Well, Kuba is now, I think, 2 or 3 years with us. So he's a bass player, so doesn't do much. No, he actually doesn't do much. But he's a really cool guy. So he's got a good sense of humor. He knows what he's got to do. He does it perfectly. He fits in right. He's a Polish guy.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Yep. And Ricardo is a Mexican. He just is about 7 or 8 months with us now, or maybe 10. And we just hook up because our former drummer stopped. Wanted to quit the band because all of our personal stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But we got Ricardo because we needed a new drummer really fast, because we had to go to Wacken. We had to play a battle and a contest to get onto Wacken. So we won it thanks to Ricardo.
You won it?
Yeah, we went to Wacken, but it was severe weather, so we canceled.
That's like the dream, right? That's like the metalhead musician dream to play Wacken, right?
In Europe, it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, legendary festival. Yeah. But we're going to go there next year. So.
Yeah. Did you guys ever play Bloodstock?
No.
No. Okay.
No, we haven't played outside Belgium and Netherlands.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we're trying now. We're going to try to maybe move up into Germany and France. But for us, it's still a hobby, so we're not really driven for, we got to be the next Metallica. No.
And as far as your songwriting goes, do you come up with the riffs, or you and Philip come up with the riffs? Like, you're the main songwriters in the band, pretty much?
Yeah, we both do it, but we just play a riff and then we say to each other, yeah, that's cool, come on. Then we play along, the drums play along, the bass does nothing. So songwriting, mainly me and Philip come up with riffs, and then we try to write it out in a DAW, and try to put some drums on it. And then Ricardo comes in and changes it and makes it better. So really cool. So it's really, everyone has a say in it.
So
And
here's
if
the
someone
question of the
doesn't like
day.
it,
This record
what's
came
that?
out in what, 28? Here's the question of the day. This record came out in what, 2018? So it's a little over 5 years old, probably, right? Are you working on new stuff? Do you have new
Yeah,
songs in the works? And when can
yeah,
we
we're
expect it?
actually we've been working on new stuff since 2019. But every time we had a lineup change, it's not easy to keep persons on
Yeah.
board. Our first drummer from the record, he quit, or we parted ways because we couldn't get along really on terms of making everything fit,
Mhm.
going to rehearsals and everything. But and then we had another drummer who now quit as well. We had two other bass players, three other bass players.
Yeah.
So it was every time we had few songs. So someone stopped,
Yeah.
and we had to go back. They had to learn all the old stuff to play gigs.
Right.
So
Right.
every time it got postponed.
So it's like one step forward, two steps back, right? You know, you
Yeah, kind
kind of
of, kind of.
get back
So
into it. Yeah.
so we have about 9 songs completely written.
Great.
Only the vocals, lyrics needs to be written, and we're hopefully maybe next year, somewhere in the summer,
Great.
maybe.
Are you going to hook up with Nate at Malevolence Records to get it out, at least here in the
Don't know
States?
it yet.
No.
We're searching. We're looking. Because of Wacken and Ricardo being new, we had to everything on hold. We had to rehearse everything. Needed to be everything needed to be tight as fuck, because
Yeah.
we can't get on stage and just go, oh, this is a love song. No. It has to go fast and aggressive, so everything must be very tight and very good.
Right.
So now we're working. Ricardo is playing the new songs, so we hope next year, and if maybe Nate, I will reach out to him again and hear what he has to offer. And we're also looking a bit closer to home, is maybe a bit more comfortable to work with.
Right. Right. So are you guys actively touring now? Are you doing shows right now? You have like stuff in the works?
We're doing gigs. We're not touring. We're not a touring band yet. We all have families. We all have work,
Yep.
jobs. So we're not that band that goes on tour through all Europe. As I said, we haven't played outside of the Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg. We want to, but it's not easy, especially if you have to different agendas. So mainly we're a hobby band. So
now the guy who did the production on this, Roloff Klopp, am I saying that right?
Roelof Klop.
He did an amazing job on this record.
Yeah.
It sounds phenomenal. Are you going to use him again moving forward?
We were thinking of trying to do. We've got two persons in mind. Both of them are experts in what they do.
Right.
And Roelof really did an amazing job.
Really did.
I remember saying to him, we want give him a. We had some tracks. We sent it to him and said we want to sound like Blood In, Blood Out from Exodus.
Yeah. I actually had a couple of friends over last weekend to my house, and when they were coming in the door, I had this on and I had it really loud, right? And the first thing they said to me when they came upstairs was like, "Who is that band? It sounds great." So there you go.
Yeah.
So
the production is really awesome.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
And he nailed it. I think 2 hours later he came back with he sent a song back with that production. And I said, yeah, come on, let's do it.
Not only the production, but the songs as well. The songwriting as well is absolutely killer on that record. I mean, all the songs are good. You know, my favorite song is probably the title track, I think.
Yeah.
And I love the way you guys can like open the song really fast and you kind of like get into a groove, you know, like a thrash breakdown kind of groove, like a mosh part, they call it, you know. You guys transition from the fast parts to that so well. It's flawless to my ears. It's just amazing
Yeah,
stuff.
we learn from the best, you know. So it's not like we try to duplicate or copy our influences. Just
I don't get that at all. I think you make
no,
it your own. I really do.
yeah, we just like to play that kind of that kind of stuff, that kind of songs we like to play. So that's what we record and that's what we do.
Right.
We're not going. Also, the new songs are not going to be a whole different style, and we haven't matured. No, we just do what we do,
Yep.
what we like to do.
Yep.
We're going to be some other influence because of Ricardo and Cuba, obviously.
Yep.
But the main thing is just go 2000% straight ahead, and everyone must move out of the way or you just get demolished.
Yeah. No kidding. Like every song on this record is good. Everybody out there, pick up Social Intolerance. You're not going to be disappointed. What I'm going to do, Bock, is I want to link all your stuff. I'm going to link all your site, your Instagram, your Bandcamp, and all that stuff, and get
Cool, man.
see if I can get people to, you know, buy the record. And then I'll link all Nate's stuff here in the States. They can buy, if they're here in the States, they can buy it domestically right from his site, and you know, hopefully get the word out about your band.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds killer.
Anything you
Always
want to
nice
add?
to have it.
Anything
It's
you want
always
to
nice
add?
to have that people trying to get us heard around. So it's really awesome. It's
That's what my
means a
channel is
lot.
all about. My channel is all about promoting bands like yours and getting the word out and maybe getting some eyes on your band that normally wouldn't have been there, you know. So
Yeah,
that's kind of like what I'm trying to do here. So
yeah,
and
it's
I'm
great. It's
enjoying
for
it, you know.
guys like you that we do it. Also the other guys, the fans. But we really appreciate what you guys all do.
And
Like
I
Nate is also
we appreciate
great.
you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and you'll get the support from guys like me. And you know, we really appreciate it, you know. So
Thanks, man.
keep thrashing. So Bock from Objector, all the way from Belgium. I'm going to link all this stuff below. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. You know, thanks for what you do, and please continue to keep doing it, man.
We'll do it, man. And gonna trash out.
Thanks for hanging with us on the Realms of Metal. We'll see you guys again real soon.